Hi there, it's Dave Alyea with QBike.com, and just got back from a ride in Golden Gate Park here in San Francisco, and as always when I'm energized I thought what better time than to do a product review. I just got some new shoes. These are the Specialized BG Pro, BG meaning body geometry, and what kind of turned me on to them was I was reading a news group talking about wattage and output, and a few of the riders talked about how they chose this particular shoe for the stiffness of the sole, which is rated a 10.0 on the stiffness scale. I'm not sure what that is, but it's 10.0, and they are indeed very, very stiff. There's no question about it. And as well, they were talking about the BOA system, which you can see right here. You can probably hear as well, for ratcheting and tightening the shoes. So overall, I decided to give them a look. The other thing that was mentioned was they were very similar to C's in the way they set up and rode. And I've done another product review recently on the Shimano TR70 Triathlon shoes, and it's a favorable review. I definitely like the shoes. Feel a little bit roomier than I was used to, having ridden CD for many years, so I was kind of hoping these might fit up a little bit better. And so far they've delivered. Actually, they do feel overall feel closer in, more like as I read, and I have to now agree, sort of like a sock would fit. They just fit a lot tighter and closer in, and just kind of a little bit more snug. Now these are 45.5. I was riding 46 in the Shimano, so it's not quite apples to apples, but yet it is, because the toe box length and the way the heel fits and the actual side-by-side comparison, the shoes are very, very similar in size. The first thing to point out about these shoes, since we're all weight weenies at some level, is I weighed them, and with the look cleat on, these shoes came in at 11.8 ounces each. My Shimano's came in at 14.1 ounces. So, we're talking 2.3 ounces alone just in the shoe construction. Now, insofar as how they ride, they've set up really great. They've got this, 1.5 degree angle, and it's for the Varus wedge, as it's called. And you can do research and find out about this by Googling for it. But basically what it is instead of the shoe riding like this, it's 1.5 degrees this way. And supposedly that's supposed to correct your knee so it comes out just a tiny bit, the 1.5 degrees. As Specialized says in their literature, this is good for about 80% of riders. So it's not for everyone, but it's for most riders, and it's considered a good thing. The BOA system works fantastic. You can get a really, really nice fit with it. There is a little loop here on the one side where you can pull out this piece and therefore open it really, really wide. So if you're doing triathlon like I am, then you can get a huge fit to start out with and then ratchet it in and get it tight. But if you're training road riding, you can actually leave this piece connected in and then get a fit that way too. Either way, it fits up the same way. You can get it nice and snug. Let's see. You can see the craftsmanship and material is really nice. It's got this silver here, silver mesh. It's got the one Velcro strap here on the top, so you can adjust the front and the forefoot. The BOA system, in case you're wondering, does it evenly distribute the pressures throughout? As far as I can tell, it does. It doesn't like snug up right where the BOA is. It doesn't snug up any more or less at the bottom. It's pretty well dispersed. According to Specialized literature, again, there's a small bump inside here, a nodule. Forget what the name is, but basically it's again designed ergonomically to spread your metatarsals just a tiny bit, and therefore relieve a little bit of pressure on your foot. Again, you can read the literature on this, but it kind of makes sense. It's a small little a bump there. The inner sole is removable. These are not the type of shoes where you bake them or you custom size them. They just come as is. As it turns out, at this stage, comparing this with the custom size Shimano's, kind of leaning toward this. I'm going to keep riding both shoes and see how it goes. But just that it rides similar to the CDs, and forget CDs, just how it rides, it just feels great. It's a great shoe. I picked these up at Mike's Bikes here in San Francisco. Great crew over there, so if you're looking for this particular shoe, they got them at Mike's Bikes, and you can also check online at mikesbikes.com. They come in a couple color schemes. The white for this year, there's a black gray, it's more black I guess, with white accents, and there's also one called Flow Orange. It's mostly white but has orange and red highlights. And then I believe there's a Team Red issue. So in any case, they have the white in stock at Mike's Bikes, so this is what I got, and I'm happy with it. That's about all I can tell you about it. I'm pretty pleased with them so far. In terms of triathletes, I actually read that a lot of triathletes are choosing this particular shoe to stick with for this race year because they set up really nicely and you can get right in them fast. on race day, which is really important. So this is the Specialized BG Pro shoe, and definitely check them out. They retail for $299.99, and you might find them online for less if you look a little bit, but it's a great shoe for the price, no doubt. This is Dave Alyea with CubeBike.com. Good luck.